Arguably, I haven't looked worse. The last thing I want to do this Monday morning is go to work. Genuinely, the one thing I do not want to do is go to work. And where am I going? Lately, I've been trying to get ready in the mornings because it makes me like feel a tad bit better. Also maybe because I look like this. That's all I'm doing because I'm actually like going to run late. I have to leave the house in 2 minutes. But genuinely, I can throw someone out the window. It's been like what, 25 minutes since I've been awake, and my anger is through the roof. I don't want to deal with today. Like genuinely, why can I not start the week off good? Like I swear to God, I'm working from open to close. One thing I hate is opening. Next thing I hate is going to work. We can brush my brows in the car. I look like shit. I've accepted that fact. Anyways, I'll be working from open to close, which is a good 10 hours, 9 hours if I can convince my boss to close early for public holiday. I'll just be baking in my misery and anger. I'll see you after then. It's great Monday morning, it's a great week. Positivity is the last thing I'm going to be preaching right now. I'm back from my over 9-hour shift. I work just over 9 hours, 9 hours and 15 minutes to be exact. Yes, I did look at the time every 2 seconds, but it didn't pass. Back 9 hours and 15 minutes later. We're quickly going to get ready because I'm going to head to the mosque. I'm just going to put a bit of brow gel just to like brush my brows and curl my lashes. That is all we're doing. I feel like I've almost forgotten how to talk to a camera because I haven't actually vlogged in a little bit. Neither have I edited because my life has been pure chaos. I actually can't even put it into words because it's been tragic. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry, I forgot you were in the back. Basically, welcome to a weekly vlog. I am currently in my mid-semester break, which is a week in the middle of your university semester where you're given a break. As simple as that. However, it doesn't really feel like a break because you can still have assignments due, exams, you still kind of have to study. You don't really get a break. You just don't have to go to classes for a week. And I mean, I'm willing to take it. I'm taking it. So I'm going to bring you along to see how that goes. For 2 weeks, I've kind of been in a rot. I've kind of not had the greatest 2 weeks of assignment. Okay. I've lost all sense of positivity that I thought I might cluster together to somewhat feel motivated. Is that what they call it nowadays? Because I haven't felt that in a fat while. Because guys, life ain't that motivating. Quote of the day. Let's say goodbye. Did you just dodge my kiss? Let's go to the mosque. I'm back home after the mosque. It is a little bit later, but honestly we had the best lecture and the best time at the mosque today. In Turkish we say hoca to an Islamic teacher, but our hoca, which is our Islamic teacher, she prepared the topic of patience for us. We talked about anything but patience because I get way too many questions in my head and I start asking about and I make one conversation turn to another, but it was so good. She was explaining how all of our souls have met in Kalubala and that is the reason why we meet in this world, and I felt like that was the most wow, like that was the most wow moment ever because like people love to talk about like the invisible string theory and all that, and it's just like our souls knew each other before we came here. We talked about like the significance of the number 40 because we were discussing it in a context and why like it was religiously symbolic in some circumstances. We talked about quite literally everything. Read some Quran to finish it off and it was honestly the best night to end my Monday. But overall, honestly, I've kind of been having a tough past 2 weeks because number one, I was kind of in like a pitfall with my emotions. And number two, I was suffocating in assignments. Literally, I was drowned by paper, except electronically. The only type of paper I like to drown in is fictional, not in any form of assignments. So I would say I'm not an emotional person, but when I am emotional, when I hit a pitfall with my emotions, there's no stopping them. If I'm sad, I'm not sad over the one thing that happened. I'm sad over the 50 things that have happened in between those courses of me feeling sad, because like I don't really let myself be dumped in that emotion so much. Maybe, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but right now I'm just yapping to a camera. That's what I've realized. In saying that, I am meeting up for one of my group assignment projects tomorrow at 11 a.m. at university. The last thing I want to do is go to university on break, and I'm doing that, and depending on what time that finishes I might get my lashes done, which is probably the only thing I could possibly look forward to. And before I meet up with my group, I need to prep a little bit about like the content I'm going to include in this assignment and actually know what I'm talking about because I have no idea what's going on. Support me, emotionally support me, please. Good morning. I'm all ready. I'm in a bit of a rush. Somehow I'm running late. Even though I don't have classes, I'm running late. Did a little bit of skincare and a little bit of concealer. We're gonna do the rest in the car. Always have to have a snack. This is the fit, a cute jumper. It is sunny as hell, but it said it was gonna rain. Let's go. I'll see you at uni. Shredding it. We'll see. I think we'll have a good time. I'm going to munch on my sandwich that I made. Food always makes me feel better. Let's go. I might have some crumbs here. Anyways, I have arrived at uni. I parked at a different location. I'm 3 minutes early, which is a real shocker, but I'm gonna quickly get a parking ticket and we are gonna head to the library where I'm supposed to meet everyone. When I was leaving the house, I was debating if I should wear a jumper or not, and I just felt my first raindrop, so let's go. Two hours later, we're done. We're actually going to get my lashes done. Anyways, I arrived to get my lashes done. I need to quickly go in. At uni, we kind of sorted out our group project a bit, but we also talked about absolutely anything but the group project, so that was great. Anyways, I'm back and they're done. Genuinely, the best thing I ever did for myself, hands down, was getting my lash Botox or getting my lashes lifted. This is a lash Botox, which is just basically a lash lift, and they add serums, and honest to God, it makes my lashes grow. Like, I don't have to even use serums. It just makes my lashes grow. I'm actually obsessed. They look so good. My friend Jada, which her page is C Lash House. I'll put it on the screen on Instagram. She does the best. Like, honestly, she does the best. Currently, the time is 3:56. We were yapping a bit. So, obviously, I don't know why, but I'm in such a yapper mood today. So, it took a bit longer, but I think I might try to go to the shops to pick up my book. So that's the plans. We're gonna go in and out. We're kind of racing with time because I need to make it home in time for prayer, but like I also don't want to be leaving my prayer to last minute, so that's why I'm kind of leaving a big gap. But let's go. Also, the cover of this book is so insanely pretty, like the colors on it. But I'm gonna quickly head home now and we are gonna get started on this book. Maybe we can finish it tonight. What else could I be doing? Like, genuinely, what else could I be doing? Going out? No. Just got myself some dinner, some beans. Obviously I have yogurt on it because we're Turkish. I also decided to give myself 2 kofta with some barbecue sauce because God forbid I don't have barbecue sauce on a daily basis. And I've got little sunshine over here. I was talking about this yesterday, but at uni today, whilst we were supposed to be doing our assignment for our group project, which people were working on, but I was too busy chatting about. Also, I kind of need people to finish their sections because I'm kind of wrapping up the whole thing. I'm doing conclusion and intro. I still have an idea on what's going on. I'm not totally clueless. But one thing I struggled with so much is uni. Like, I struggled so much with uni. Like, starting university took the biggest toll on me, and I don't feel like I can find a lot of people to relate to this. Like, I was talking about it in my group today, and like, to be honest, nobody could relate to me. Like, in my whole life, I never considered dropping out. Like, I never considered dropping out of high school. I was that kid who went to school every single day, like tried to do my best in school. I kind of got good marks. Like, I was that type of student, right? But genuinely, when I started university, I had the biggest urge to drop out. I did not want to do this anymore. You know, when teachers would say like school's not for everyone, I felt that deep to my core, and I feel like it took me a good 3 years to kind of go to uni and not have a mental breakdown, because every time I used to talk about uni with people, they would always tell me how amazing it is. Ain't no way it's that amazing, number one. Even last week when I had 4 assignments due in a week, I was sleepless, I was tired, I was exhausted, and I was kind of hating the idea of university. But for once in my life, I didn't have this immediate extreme urge to drop out, which has quite literally been me for 3 years. So if you're struggling with uni, I hope this makes you feel somewhat better, because 3 years of my life that's felt like hell. Like, I don't know if it was also like my personal life components, and like it's honestly just felt hard for me to balance everything. But I also just don't think I really enjoyed the concept or the structure of uni. Random topic, but we were talking about religion with a bunch of people in my group. I don't know if this is with everyone, but I love knowing about different people's religion. Tell me about your religion. Like, It's so cool. Like one of the people in my group was talking about how they woke up at 4 a.m. to listen to like I think a prayer or something for their church, but they just joined like a live video, and I was like, that's so cool. Like I never knew that was a thing. And my classmate was like, oh, don't you guys have morning prayer? And I'm like, yeah, I woke up to my morning prayer at 5 a.m. today. The coolest thing to like understand other people's religions, get to know other people's religions, and talk about your own religion. The biggest thing I'm grateful for in this life and forever will be is Islam. Like without Islam, I'll be a puddle. I'll be a puddle on the floor. Call me a grandma all you like, I'm gonna be having my cup of tea. Got her in my room because she just keeps wandering around looking for food. Guys, she is not starving. She is overweight. That's her issue. My cat is actually 10 years old. She is literally like we grew up together. I call her my child, but like we grew up together. I'm also contemplating if I should wake up at 5 a.m. or not because I want to have a productive life. My life's kind of been falling apart for the past 3 years. It doesn't have any concept of structure or a routine besides my 5 daily prayers, which without them god knows where I would be. I just kind of want to add structure to my life. I feel like I used to be such a type A person. I was so on top of everything. I put my best forward and I always tried, and I feel like all of that disappeared in the 3 years that I was at uni, so I'm going to try to regain that. There's so much I feel like you can do with your life and so much you can achieve if you put your mindset to it, and I don't want to fail to accomplish my dreams just because I couldn't put my mind to it, because that would be stupid. And saying that, I probably won't wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. Also guys, a funny thing, I previously told you guys that when I told my parents I was starting a YouTube channel, they were kind of against it. Since then, my dad has actually watched my YouTube videos and he's decided that he's going to be the critique of them. He tells me, number one, that they're way too long, and number two, I talk too much. So I've even got some feedback back from my dad about my YouTube videos. He says I need to shut up. My back hurts. At this age, at the ripe age of 21, I'm having back issues. Hi guys, we have invaded my sister's room. Right now, I am quite necessary. I did mention earlier that I was debating about possibly going to sleep early and like waking up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. However, going to bed at like 9 or 10 p.m. just makes me feel like I don't have a life, which I don't really have a life, but for which I'm happy about my grammar routine. I've already read 86 pages of my book. Did I stick that on properly? I could probably make it to bed by 10 p.m. Honestly, I always say I want an early morning routine, but then I never ever stick to it because I don't know why. 21 years of living on this earth and I'm still clueless about life, if you were wondering. This isn't working when every little thing stresses me out in life. As much as I would love to multitask doing this, I cannot see what the hell I'm plucking because I need to be up in the mirror to see the little hair follicles, so I'll be back in a sec. So I just did the middle of my brow. I didn't do anything else. We are going to do the mustache next because yes, people grow mustaches. A lot of the times I feel like everyone has their shit together except me. I'm talking to people at university, like whenever I'm in class in general, why are people this smart? Number one. Why are people this organized? Number two. Why are people this adapted to life, like that motivated? Like there are people that are hella motivated in life, let me just say. Or maybe it's discipline. I know everyone brags on about discipline, but getting to a point of discipline ain't that easy. I refuse to believe that. I've been trying for a good 3 years. My life's still falling apart. Also, like, why does my mind love to overthink everything? I genuinely hate it. Like, I'm rethinking every single conversation I had today and I was like, was I cutting people off? Was I doing this? Should have I said that? Should have I not said that? Give it a break. Oh, what the hell? I'm so aggressive. I feel like as much as I'm expressive towards the camera, I'm the most quietest, shy person you'll ever meet in your life. But I do have these random spurts sometimes when I just yap. It's making me regret stuff. Like I feel like me in my cocoon shell of being quiet and shy is the way to go because that's just how I've known life. I don't really think I have a clue about my life. Like, I don't know. I feel like my mind's a mess right now and I don't really know anything. I'm kind of having those space out moments where I'm like thinking about life and I don't know. Like I don't know the answer to anything, but do you really need to know the answer to everything? Honestly guys, my mind is the biggest puzzle and I still haven't even figured it out. So like if you're listening to this and you're confused about my thoughts, so am I. let's get to cleaning this mess. It's literally starting to get dark out. But I cleaned my room and I tidied it up. I just basically sat in bed the whole day and I re-watched YouTube videos I've already watched before. The thing with me is I can rewatch YouTube videos, I can rewatch movies, I can rewatch TV series multiple times over and over again and still enjoy it. I have a weird habit like that. We've got Barbie here who can not stop grooming herself. The funny thing is I made like a whole to-do list today. Like I actually planned my day. I'm like, I'm gonna be so productive. Lie. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't got any motivation and I don't got any discipline. I look so tragic. I feel like my nose is looking a bit too big right now. Like I don't know why, but that's how. Yeah, I'm not gonna give a side view. Yeah, I basically didn't get anything done today. I also have an assignment due Monday, which I am refusing to start today as well because I actually don't want to. I can deal with that tomorrow, as well as all the other things that I said I was gonna do today but didn't do. Yes, I'm gonna shift that to tomorrow. The only thing I really need to do is I need to read Quran. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna read Surah Yasin. I also just prayed Asr a few minutes ago, so we're all sorted with prayer. I also said I was gonna go to the gym today. Fat lie. Maybe I'm just an expert liar at this point, who knows, because the only person I'm fooling is myself. Watching this, I'm gonna be like, you are so lost in life, Melek. Like, you are genuinely so lost in life, but like, is that new information? No, not really. Reading Quran is definitely gonna make me feel a bit better. However, I feel like, you know what it is? Number one, I needed to leave the house. I think that's my issue. I have been cooped up at home for way too many consecutive weeks. It's not even days, it's weeks. And I feel like when I don't leave the house, I don't feel like leaving my bed, and it's that cycle of I don't want to get out of bed, I don't want to do anything all over again. Anyways, tomorrow's a fresh day and we can try again. I'm probably just gonna read my book that I started last night for the rest of the day, and I might dibble into some editing maybe. We'll see how it goes. I'm not even gonna force myself anyways because the time is literally, it's 6:30 p.m. I think I've given up on the day already. I gave up at pretty much 1 p.m. So hear it from me. If you want to improve your mental health, get out of the house. Like, get out of the house. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I think you need to go out once a week. Like, you know how people say date night once a week? Like, take yourself on a date somewhere, okay? Get yourself out of the house. Find a reason to leave the house once a week, and that can't be uni or work, or else I feel like you're just getting way too comfortable with being at home and sitting in your bed and doing absolutely nothing, because that's me right now, and I'm trying to fight the demon of me wanting to stay in bed 24/7. I feel like that's one of the biggest tips when it comes to your mental health. Also confidence. When your confidence is higher, I feel like your mental health is at all-time high as well. Those two things are so interlinked. When I do things for my confidence, I know my mental health is kicking back in and it's starting to get better. So those are like the two main factors that impact my mental health. But I feel like they are very impactful in anyone's life. So that's some advice from me to you that I also need to follow. Because I'm a sister, I'm apparently an Uber, so I'm actually, look. Oh my god, I'm looking on the bed for my camera that I'm holding right now. I'm gonna pack my book just in case, like mental support. I am having to take my brother somewhere because apparently I'm his designated Uber. Dude didn't ask me when he lost his license. But we're going. I decided this is a great opportunity to buy myself dessert because the only thing my brain is screaming is chocolate. I feel like I can literally just pour a liter of chocolate down my throat and it might not even be enough. So we're heading out. He's probably going to start screaming in 2 seconds because I'm apparently taking too long. Dude had to wait 9 months in the womb before he came out, but now he's so impatient. Lock up because men are useless and they don't do anything. See, he's already screaming, I told you. He can't wait 2 minutes for me to get ready, but I have to wait 10 minutes for him to shut up. You know what? I'm gonna take my time. I'm back home to my child. We're gonna go inside and we have a book to read. Most important thing I had to do today was read my book. So we have to get to that. I got a big birthday reveal. Rise and shine. Good morning. I woke up bright and early this morning. Bright and early meaning 10 a.m. But it is currently exactly 10 a.m. I quickly need to run an errand. I need to go to the bank, so I'm going to quickly do that. My sister's currently in a call, and then after that we're planning to go out, so I have to come back home and get ready. So we're gonna make this quick. We arrived. I'm just gonna quickly hop in and come back. Hopefully this takes like 5 minutes. I'm back home and I didn't go out. We're just gonna start staring to oblivion apparently. People hate it when I take long to get ready, and I hate when people bug me when I get ready. Like, major anxiety, stop rushing me when I get ready. So I wanted to avoid that. And also my sister is going like kitchenware shopping. Not really the type of things I like to shop for. The kitchen, no. I feel like I kind of want to go clothes shopping because I'm like, I want nice clothes for winter, but I have buyer's guilt. Like, I cannot spend money without feeling guilty. I probably don't need that. I probably shouldn't spend money. I shouldn't spend money. I shouldn't spend money. So every time I'm tapping my credit card, besides books, I feel guilty. I don't really feel guilty about my books though, because I don't really get a whole bunch at a time. I get like one at a time, and like $12 isn't gonna kill me. I'm stuck home once again, but the agenda for today is I really need to do my assignment, because after last week and the trauma I went through with completing 4 assignments in a week, I've actually realized I do need to start my assignments earlier, because last week felt like I was holding on to life by a thread. I was not sleeping. I was so like, my brain was so foggy. I took a nap for the first time in my life. For the first time in my life. This may not be serious for anyone, but I would never take a nap. Like, my brain was so foggy. Genuinely couldn't think of what to write in my assignment. It was that tired and exhausted. I took a nap for an hour. Anyways, my eyes sting. I'm gonna have some breakfast. Maybe read my book. I definitely won't start my assignment straight away, so. The funny thing about mental health is every time you're like, no, I'm fine now, you're not. It creeps up again, and then it leaves for a period of time, and then it comes back again. That's just the cycle for me, but we're gonna get some things done today, so that's a start. Next week, I'm actually hoping to like somewhat enforce a routine in my life that's been missing for a good 4 years. So we'll see how that goes. I'll record it for you guys. In the meantime, I'll be here. I don't think I'll even shift a finger. I ended up making myself a tea. I am currently on page 252. I have like just like 100 pages to go, so I might quickly finish this so I stop thinking about it. You know, when you're in the middle of a book, the only thing you can think about is the book, so I might as well finish it. I told you guys I wouldn't move an inch, and I really haven't. I just went and grabbed my laptop, and obviously we prayed, but this is what we're working with. That's my assessment task for anyone curious. That is the question I have to answer, and that is what we're going to be working on. It's a total of 1,200 words. It's going to need a lot of research, just like any psychology assignment. My sister also gave me a haul of everything she got. She also got me a cookie croissant from Barbara Scotty because she knows I love it. Let's taste it. If I could truly love one thing besides my cat, it would be chocolate or this. It smells so good. We're gonna taste it. That slaps. I think that's the best thing that's ever happened to me this whole week. Anyways, guys, can you believe it? I'm actually getting out of my jilbab for once. I am wearing the same outfit from Tuesday because I actually forgot how cute this jumper is. I got it like years ago. I'm also just brushing my brows because I like doing it. I feel like brushing my brows makes the biggest difference because I'm not someone who does my brows, so like brushing them makes it look good. If it's not brushed, I feel like my face looks different. Or maybe I'm just used to it at this point. This is the look for the day. Oh my god, I kind of look like a ghost. I was thinking of putting concealer underneath my eyes, but like, I don't care. My under eyes, no matter how much I sleep, they do not disappear. So I've accepted the fact that they look tragic and I don't really care. It's fine. We have my lashes curled, which is the one thing that makes everything better about my confidence. So I'm appreciative of that. I'm not appreciative of this though. I completely forgot to tell you, but we are going to Burgers for dinner. I am going to wait for my dad to come from work, and so probably I'm going to be there like an hour early because my sister's going to drop me off. And so I was like, maybe I should bring my laptop so I can go over my readings and understand the topic of my assignment, because I'm like multiple weeks behind on uni. We already know that. So anyways, one of my life mottos is burgers always makes everything better, so I'm excited for that tonight. Let's talk about health and wellness. This is my breakfast for today. I actually also heated up the croissant, so I think it's going to be even better. This is my current state. I don't have my hijab on, so it is 3:20 p.m. by the way. I didn't really do much work besides reading from my textbook yesterday and like gathering some information on a doc for me to look over. Anyway, every day's goal is to be better than yesterday, so I'm going to try to do my assignment now. It is actually currently raining, which is perfect weather in my opinion. I put the Jilly on, which you're probably sick of seeing at this moment. I have a little bit of motivation and I feel like I should make good use of that whilst it still lasts, because I need to get this assignment done. Yes, it is due Monday, but I don't want it to last till Monday. I want to get it done like today. I actually haven't started any new books since finishing Watch Me, because I was like, you know what, I'll watch a little bit of YouTube, maybe I'll watch a movie. I've tried watching a series early on this week. Doesn't work. When you get into reading, the one thing I've realized is TV series, movies never hit the same. Like, they never hit the same. I have this intense urge to want to start a new book. Like, at this point it can be about anything. I just need words on paper. Like, I need my dose of fiction. Also, I'm just gonna babble on about my books, but I was watching a lot of like book talkers TikToks and the TikToks they make. Sometimes I'm like, you know what, I want to make a video about my books, I want to talk about my books, blah blah blah. Nobody cares though, like, but I still might do it. Also, I've been in a slump for the past year. I've read 9 books this month. This is the date. It's the 25th of April. We've got 5 days to go. I am so proud of myself. Anyways, I need to shut up and get started with this assignment. I've got 1,200 words to go and a whole lot of research, so we might as well start. I swear to God, I'm gonna bash someone's head in the wall in 2 minutes. Honestly, the only thing I see when I close my eyes at night to go to sleep is bloody assignments. Surely my dreams could get a little bit more interesting than that. I know everyone says don't. My sister is breaking the house down. Also, so much for the fact that I was gonna leave the house this week. It's not happening. Next week will be better. Let's just survive this week. Guys, so it's almost 10 p.m. right now. I'm home alone, classic. Like, everyone leaves this house but me. I'm like the security guard of this house. I can't leave for duty purposes or whatever the hell. I'm currently on like almost like the 10th episode of the series I'm watching. I haven't even touched my assignment. And I just keep snacking on every little thing I find because me staying home isn't a good thing. But yeah, I have work tomorrow, which is genuinely a reason I could be depressed and cry over, but we're not going to do that. When it hits like midnight, because everything only occurs to me at midnight, I'll probably feel guilty for not doing my assignment and then like try to get a few things done, but that's something I can worry about in 2 hours. We're going to continue chilling for now. Everyone in my life has a social life, and everyone in my life actually goes out, except me. If you couldn't tell, like, the house is echoing. Echo. My cat's even left me alone. Anyways, I kind of switch over between this couch and my bed. You get the point. I'll be here snacking on my chocolate muffins if you wanted to know. Maybe I'll start a book as well. I'm telling you right now, I'm a professional procrastinator. Up until the anxiety of me having to rush my assignment, like, it doesn't hit me that I have to do it. So guys, I decided to change my snack to crackers and cheese. This is all the crackers I have left, so I might as well finish it. I'll probably start complaining about how much I ate tomorrow, but we're gonna enjoy today. Guys, today might be the best Saturday I lived in a very long time because I'm not going to work. I'm gonna quickly drop my brother off to work and then we'll be back and get started on what I have to do. This is like the first Saturday I haven't worked in God knows how many years. Best day of my life. Like, that's all that it takes to make me happy. I'm back home. It is past 3 p.m. so that took a while. This is our setup. I know, disastrous, so am I. If I finish my assignment, I can read a book. If I finish my assignment, I can read a book. If you can hear the washing machine, it has about 10 minutes to go, so I'm waiting for that to finish. I don't know if I told you guys, but I read a mafia romance last week, like a whole entire series. I read the Dark Verse series, which was 6 books. The best thing I've ever did in my life. Like, the best thing I've ever did in my life. A mafia romance, give it to me. Why are they so good? Like, why is a mafia romance so good? Like, I love it. That's all I wanted to say. Doing some more readings because that's crucial for my assignment, and this is our snack of choice for today. So guys, last minute plans because you know I love them. I invited friends over and I'm currently making wedges. Well, I didn't make them. I'm just throwing them in the oven. They were frozen. Contributing slightly to my social life, although I'm not leaving the house once again.
And yours. Bad.
Mine is so bad, guys.
Mom annoyed.
Aww, Bubba.
I'm not gonna win.
Aww.
Honestly, the time's very late. I have to go to work tomorrow. The writing component is absolutely like nothing. 2 words. I've done a bunch of research, which is good, but I haven't written anything yet, so that's kind of an issue. Good morning, everyone. Running slightly late. I got ready for work. I'll be there for around like 9 hours. Just casually 9 hours. Tonight we're going over to someone's house for dinner, so I have that. I did a little bit of work on my assignment, but the rest I'm gonna probably have to squeeze in tonight and tomorrow morning. This is what I did to myself, and this is the consequences I have to pay. I look like a total mess, but I worked on my assignment in the car a little bit. I actually worked on it slightly at work, and we are 200 words in. I need to have a total of 1,200. That's 1/6 of the way done, which I think is really good. My sister thinks I'm incredibly slow, which is an extreme compliment, but she's not the one doing psychology, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I am going to get changed right now. I'm straight off of work. I am going to pray Maghrib. It's going to happen in like 10 minutes, and we're going to head out to go over to some friend's house. Basically, I will be sacrificing sleep to get this assignment done, but you gotta do what you gotta do, and quite frankly, I'm still young, arguably. We're gonna use the adrenaline and anxiety of my youth to complete this, like I always do. I got ready. This is like genuinely one of the outfits I wear on rotation. This is how I look. I did find time to pick up my face apparently, which is just amazing. I don't know why I do these things to myself. Does my under eyes look like they're sinking into my face? Yes. This actually looks so bad, but in saying that, I was debating if I should go out or not today because I do have an assignment to do. And my sister was like, if you feel like you can't finish it, don't come out. I'm like, that sounds like a challenge. I will be finishing it and I will be going out. Guys, I'm back. Look no different to when I left, but the time is 9:43 p.m. I've actually even sat down and ate some grapes, so I've procrastinated even more than I should. I'm gonna get onto it. I'm gonna quickly write as much as I can up until midnight. Midnight I'm gonna go to sleep, and then I want to wake up around like 5:30 a.m. Sounds good in the head, but I'm probably gonna be so exhausted, especially because I only slept 5 hours last night and I worked the whole day. But I will be updating you in the next vlog after this. This is the end of this one. I hope you enjoyed. I think it was a bit chaotic and I did yap your heads off. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching. See you next time. Bye.